back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I almost knocked my water bottle. In today's video, we're going to be doing a little Q&A sesh while I do my makeup, and we get a little personal in some of these questions. So if y'all interested in knowing a little bit more about me and my life and my struggles, then just keep on watching. Also, make sure you grab a coffee, make sure you make a tea or just some water if you want to, so we can hang out together, or maybe even grab your makeup so we can both do our makeup together because we get a little chatty in this video. Let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I just finished doing my skincare because, you guys, although it is fall and it doesn't feel like fall in New York City, we have had a couple cold days and my skin has been so stinking dry, and so I literally have to slather my face with so much moisturizer and oil, otherwise my skin feels so dry. So I'm ready to start my makeup and answer some of you guys' questions that you guys put over on the community tab from YouTube. Before jumping into the first question, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. My routine pretty much hasn't changed. I use the Huda Beauty brow pencil in the shade, what shade is this? Rich brown, and I just do my brows with it. I love it because I can be dramatic with my brows if I want to, or I can use a lighter hand for a more natural brow, which I really like. And it also doesn't like smudge and stuff. It stays on all day. I believe they say it's waterproof, but I wouldn't really do brows if I'm going in the water, you know, or makeup in general. But look how easy I just was able to do my brows super quick. I actually need to re-up on this and get another one because this is the last one that I have and it's literally almost done. I use it religiously non-stop. I wanted to go get another one today, but I keep getting those like flash flood warnings, so I'm a little scared. Last time they announced that, it was really bad. If you're in New York, you know what I'm talking about. That flood was really bad, so I don't want to take any chances. I'm still like kind of like a new driver, so I'll be really scared if I were to get stuck somewhere just to get an eyebrow pencil, you know. I think I can go like tomorrow or the day after, but yeah, I'm gonna try to use it with a light hand so that I don't waste all of it and I can have some at least for 2 more little makeup sesh. See how good that looks just with using the eyebrow pencil. It's so good. And then I use my NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. It's kind of like the Urban Decay one that I used to love and use all the time. You guys remember that? I kind of downgraded to a more affordable option because it does the same thing. If not, I actually think this one works way better than the other one because the other one used to turn like red on me, which is so weird, but it did. And this one actually stays true to its color. Only thing is, sometimes I get a little mess up. See how quick and easy that was? Let me just clean them up, prime my lids, and then we'll start jumping right into the questions. Oh, really quick, I wanted to put you guys on to this NYX brow glue. If you guys haven't tried it, girl, you need it. I have used hairspray for a while. Sometimes I even use Eco Salad Gel for my eyebrows, and girl, these curly brows are rebellious. They like to do their own thing, but this is literally the only product that I found that keeps my brows in place all day. They're snatched, they don't move, and they look really nice, and it's not too like aggressive. So I do like this a lot. I'll link it down below along with everything else that I'm using today. My sister sent over so many different eyeshadow palettes from She Glam, and that is just basically Shein's makeup line, and a lot of these colors look really nice. So I already picked out the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I want to dive into, and the first one is called Glitz Whiz from She Glam, and it's really nice. Like, the packaging is stunning and the colors are very nice as well. Very fall vibes in here. And this one is also from like the same collection, and it has really nice and like mauve tones, which I am of course obsessed with. So I'm gonna be diving into both of these because they both have colors that I would like to like dip my brush in. First and foremost, let's pick a question. This question actually got the most likes on my YouTube, so that means that a lot of you guys wanted me to answer that question. And the question is, have you ever thought about coming out with your own hair care line or makeup or home stuff, because you're so creative in all those fields and probably more that we haven't seen? You guys are gonna make me spill some tea. Before I answer that question, just wanted to show you guys the cutest little makeup brush holders that I got from Marshall's for $5, you guys. I thought this was such a steal, and I love it because it's a color that I don't have in my desk or like anywhere, and it was $5. I downsized my brushes tremendously. I had like over 100 brushes. Listen, I have been in such a purging mode. Like, you know, like when they say pregnant women are like in nesting mode, I feel like I'm in a nesting mode, but I'm not pregnant, you know? Like, it's weird. I just feel like I need to declutter. I want to be a minimalist and know where everything is and know exactly what I have. So I have been purging and like decluttering stuff, but these brush holders are so stinking cute. But yes, to answer your question, God willing, yes. I just have so many things and ideas in my mind that I want to accomplish, but it's just like, which one do I do first, you know? Because I also want to have a home. Like, that is my dream. I would love to have my own home, to like decorate it and like renovate it if necessary. Like, you know, like I would love to do that and obviously document that. But then at the same time, I also want to have my own hair care products. If you guys are interested in that, like, do you think the hair care products section or world is saturated with too many products, or would you like to see what I can come up with? Because that's definitely a dream of mine to be able to one day do that, and I would love to know where you guys stand when it comes to like another product launch, you know. But hair is one of my passions, and I've been doing it for the last 6 years, probably even 7 at this point, and I would love to have something in the market and like walk into a Target or Walmart and see myself and like a product that I created. Absolutely. You just have to have money for that, you know. It's an expense, and I feel like that is something that we are saving toward. Again, we also want to be homeowners, so there's just a lot of different things that we're saving for at the moment right now. So God willing, we can do it. But I am interested to see where your guys' head is at. What do you guys want to see me launch first? Something about hair, something about an accessory maybe, or something home related? I mean, there's so many different parts of me, and I have so many different passions that I'm like, I can't do everything. Like, I love jewelry too, you know. That's something I would like to do as well, but my head is always running 1,000 miles per hour, and I'm just like, relax, think about what you want to do. But that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that, because it allows you guys to give me some feedback on what you would like to see first and what you would hands down support. You know, I want to make sure I'm serving my community as much as I can, so let me know what you guys think. Now that you know my answer, that I definitely would want to do it, what would you want to see? Hey girly, my daughter and I love your videos. Thank you so much. We are from Newark, New Jersey. My daughter has hair just like you, but she is suffering from dandruff. Can you give any recommendations? Absolutely. I feel like dandruff is low-key pretty common, and it just depends on what you're using in your hair. What I have found is that apple cider vinegar cures dandruff, like that it never comes back. Maybe not never, but like you have a low chance of it returning. Personally, I have never had dandruff, but again, like I mentioned, I have had family members that do have dandruff, and once they used apple cider vinegar on their hair, they haven't seen it come back. And if they have, they will just do apple cider vinegar again, and it completely just refreshes your scalp, cleanses it, and completely like detoxifies it from like any buildup or anything like that. I would dilute it with water, so half and half, so that it doesn't take away the authenticity of apple cider vinegar. So I would do that, and then I'll probably leave it in for like a treatment, maybe for like 5 minutes, to let it sit once you detangle your hair with it. And then I will rinse it off, and then I'll definitely shampoo my hair, because you want to get rid of that smell. It has a really potent smell. There's also a lot of other apple cider vinegar shampoos on the market that may not smell as strong as apple cider, but to be honest with you, I'd rather just do the actual apple cider vinegar treatment yourself at home with a mother. I noticed that that is the purest you can possibly get it. Yes, the smell is strong and it smells really bad, and some people just can't take it. That's why they would prefer to do the pre-made one for you. But for best long-lasting results, try the actual one. And apple cider vinegar, you don't need to do it only because your hair has dandruff, but you can do it when you want like a reset. It removes any product buildup from your scalp, and it just makes your hair super duper shiny. Like, speaking of apple cider, I definitely need to do that on my hair, because it's been a minute since I've done it, and I just love the effects that it has on my hair. So I definitely will be doing an apple cider vinegar rinse pretty soon as well, and I'll join you. When you're deep conditioning your hair, I noticed that you twist your hair in sections. Does that step contribute to more tame and defined curls? And the answer to that is absolutely. I feel like once I started doing that, I have not been able to not deep condition like that, you know. My curls are just so obedient when it comes to actually time to style the hair. I just can't go back to like regular deep conditioning and just putting my hair in a bun. I can't. The curls are more spirally, they're more obedient, they're super duper defined, and the more definition, the less frizz you have. Now, I just don't do 2-strand twists, because my hair curls more like a finger coil than a twist, like a S curl. So I prefer to finger coil my hair, because it gives it that ringlety effect, versus a 2-strand twist. I feel like stretches out your hair, and it gives you more of that S curl, and that's that's not really what I go for. But if you're the type of person that always does 2-strand twists, girl, go ahead and deep condition your hair like that, because that will make more sense for you, since that's what you already do to your hair, you know. I am going to switch out my battery because it's already blinking at me, and I'm gonna finish up this eye look. I'm probably just gonna put a topper on it, and then we'll come back to do more questions. So my eye makeup is done now. I did pop on some lashes, and I did like a little baby liner to kind of just blend in the lash. I also ended up making an iced coffee, you guys, because I was definitely time for some iced coffee. And now we can go ahead and jump into the skin. I'm gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I literally have been obsessed with this ever since I discovered it in Florida. I love it. It's like a milk makeup dupe, so I use this pretty much all the time. This and the what is it called, the e.l.f. the putty primer one. Those two are definitely my top 2 primers at the moment, so I've been using that, and it leaves it feeling really nice and tacky. I'm gonna use a brush for foundation today, and I think I'm gonna use the NARS foundation, but I'm also gonna mix it with the Becca one because this is too dark and this one's obviously way too light. So I'm gonna mix that, and then let's pull up another question. This next question, I feel like I get it pretty often whenever I do these Q&As, but I'm gonna answer it because I feel like depending on where my head is at in that time, I like give a different answer. But it's, if you didn't become a content creator, what would you have wanted to do? And then she asks if interior designing was something I would have wanted to do. And it's so crazy because I would have never thought that I would have gotten into interior designing. Literally would have never thought. But I love a challenge, and I also love a project, and interior designing definitely gives me that feel, you know. Although I haven't decorated anyone else's space, I've just decorated my own. I really enjoy it. And so if you would have asked me this a while ago, I probably would have been like, no. But now I would probably definitely do interior designing. And I also was very interested in real estate, so that's definitely something I probably would do if I wasn't doing what I'm doing right now, just because I like both of those. Real estate ties in with homes, or like flipping homes. I think I would probably take it to that magnitude. I really do like interior designing, but I feel like I ran out of rooms to redecorate. Like I literally have no more rooms in this house to like flip, you know. So I like take on that project every day. Can you imagine, like, that's your job, to just decorate people's homes? That would be really cool. This next question is, would you do more product reviews? And oh my god, I haven't done a product review in a little bit, and I'm not sure if you guys are into that anymore. Let me know, are you guys into that? I used to go hard on product reviews, but then I felt like a lot of you guys probably thought I had no loyalty to products, because sometimes they worked really well on my hair, and I also feel like maybe it becomes overwhelming at some point with so many different products always launching, and like trying to keep up with the newest launch, you know. Like I didn't get bored of it, but I also felt like if I generally like 20 products, maybe you guys would think I'm like faking it or something, or like I have no loyalty to a product. So I don't know, I kind of stopped that because I really found my core, like my staple products that I really like, and I've been sticking to that. I do still try new products, and if I find like new cocktails, sometimes I mention it in the vlogs. But in terms of like dedicated videos, I haven't done that in a while. But if that's something you guys would like to see, definitely let me know. I just felt like I was overwhelming you guys with so many different products, you know. So that's the only reason why I stopped, because y'all know product show life was real. Like I had so many products, and I also recently like reorganized it. You guys are gonna see this in an upcoming vlog, and I can't wait for you guys to see it because I think you're really gonna like it. I completely like reorganized the stash, and it looks so good. I'm so happy because now I took it from one shelf to two, but I did declutter, and now it's a product closet, so I get to see everything that I have, and I organized it by brands finally, which that's also something I hadn't done in a while. So now I know exactly what I have, where I have it, and I'm not buying new stuff because I know where everything is. So let me know if this is something you guys would want to see. I want to produce content that you guys would watch and enjoy. So if you guys will enjoy product reviews, I mean, I'm still trying new products, but again, I don't want to oversaturate you guys with trying out so many different products at the same time. I dug up shark. Y'all, I can't get my words out. Like the words coming out of my mouth today is a struggle. I dug up Tarte Shape Tape concealer, because I haven't used it in a little bit and I really like it because it gives me full coverage. I have dark circles and this usually always gives me good coverage. And then I also brought out the Fenty Beauty concealer. No, not the concealer, the contour, because I've been using the Juvia's one for a while and I kind of wanted to switch it up today. This one has a more cool tone compared to the Juvia's foundation that I always use, and it just makes it look a little bit more shadowy, which I like. And it's also not so dark, so I don't have to work so hard to blend. It blends really nicely and it looks so good. Look how pretty. This question, I feel like I have to answer it because it's always a common question you guys ask me when I do a Q&A. Someone said, you are a great mommy. Will you be having children anytime soon? Sorry if the question is too personal. Love you and love your channel. A lot of people ask when you're gonna have a kid. Always the baby questions you guys always ask. And I'm gonna sit down with you guys and really give you an in-depth answer. You ready? First and foremost, I gotta give you a backstory, okay? So my husband and I have been married for a year. In February, we make 2 years, which is so scary because that just means that time is passing by. Like, time is really progressing and it's a little bit scary sometimes. But yeah, we've been married for almost 2 years now, but we dated for 6. And real talk, you guys, I really thought that our marriage was gonna be a piece of cake. Like, we already knew each other. We've been dating for 6 years, right? Like, I was like, we know everything. Like, when we get married, everything is gonna be a piece of cake. You kidding me? And that was not the case, my friends. We have had a lot of like bumps in our marriage, you know? I always say that I thought I was a great communicator until I got married. I thought I was great at expressing my feelings. I thought I was good at letting him know how I feel, and turns out not, and neither is he. So we have been struggling when it comes to that. So the answer for that is we would love to have children. God knows our hearts and he knows that we definitely want to have children. I keep saying I want Irish twins. You know, Irish twins is like me and my sister. We're 11 months apart, so it's basically where you have a baby back to back, and I just want to get it all over with. Like, just have the kids and then work on the snap back later. But yeah, that's definitely my heart's desire, to be a mom. I feel like I have so much love to give that when it's my time to be a mom, like, I'm gonna love it there, you know? But right now, I'm loving my husband right now. You know, like, we just got married. We've been going through a hard time, you guys. To be 100% honest with you guys, my marriage has not been smooth sailing, okay? I have had days where I've wanted to run away. I've actually did run away, you know, and it gets tough. Like, there's really seasons where, and just days where I'm just like, yo, I just want to do my own thing sometimes. But love is a choice, and being married is a godly commitment for us in our household. We really do stand that it is a godly covenant, and the enemy will work so hard to destroy that, and we felt it. You know, I've had to trust God 120%. I feel like everything that God allows you to go through is for a reason, and this season of marriage was not easy, has not been easy. I mean, we got married and then there was the pandemic, so we got stuck home because my husband got sick, and we got stuck home for like 2-3 months right after getting married. And then we kind of formed bad habits early on that we didn't really nip in the butt right away. And also, I didn't want to be like a nagging wife. Like, I didn't want to be telling him what to do, like, you have to do this, you have to do that. Like, no, you know? But the problem is, because I didn't want to be a nagging wife, I wouldn't say anything and I'll just bottle it all up. And girl, when my period came around, honey, that's when I was just like, blah, 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 you know, and he kind of was just like, what the heck is going on with this girl, you know? So a lot of issues definitely stem from communicating and knowing each other's love language, you know? Like, I also feel like that was a big one. Well, that is a big one. We're still trying to figure it out. We both have different love languages, and that's okay. It's just understanding how to love another person the way they need to be loved so that they can properly receive it, you know? Because sometimes we tend to love people the way we like to be loved, and that might not resonate with the next person. So that's definitely something different. Again, I feel like for us, it was more of like a culture shock because we got married and life began. You know, you're dating, you're like, you're not really living together, you know? I mean, unless you do, but that wasn't the case for us. But when you live together and like you're in each other's faces all the time, don't tell me you're not gonna have issues, you know? Don't tell me. But nonetheless, I do believe that we are heading towards the right direction almost 2 years later. And they do say that the first year of marriage is the toughest, but again, I don't know who I thought I was. I really thought that for us that wasn't gonna be the case. I was like, we know each other. But no, baby girl, you don't. Like, you don't know each other until you live with your significant other and you have to discuss everything. I would love to be a mommy. I think I'm gonna be a good mom. I really do have confidence in myself. I know my husband's gonna be a really great dad, but for now we're enjoying just being husband and wife, you know, trying to survive the first few years of marriage. I hope that answered that question. That was pretty lengthy, but I wanted to give you guys a backstory to let y'all know. Okay, and then this last question, so I can hurry up and wrap up this video because I feel like I was really chatty in this video. But this question says, would you consider another channel with your hubby about marriage and home life? Y'all, my husband's not really into filming. I feel like there's so many platforms already that I could barely keep up with, and just like throwing in another channel would be really challenging, especially since that's not really like my husband's thing, you know. I really don't force him to be on camera. Like, if he wants to be, then he'll be on camera, but if not, then he won't. But my husband's also like, he has no filter, so I have to filter him out, and sometimes that just means like cutting him completely out of a vlog or something, because this guy has no filter. And you know, some of the things he says, I'm just like, babe, like. But I wouldn't do another channel for sure. Like, that's just a lot. But I do feel like you guys get some more insight of my life on my vlogs. That's why I love vlogging so much, because I feel like I can be myself and y'all don't judge without like having a full face of makeup all the time. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I get to be myself and bring you guys in on my day-to-day basis. What do I do? What do I really look like when I wake up? But yeah, so I don't think I would do another channel, but I do think that, you know, as my husband gets more comfortable on the camera, if he does, like, we'll, you know, talk about marriage. But if not, it'll be like videos like this where if you guys ask me about it, I'm gonna let you know. Like, maybe if I'm going through something that's really challenging and I don't want to talk about it right then and there, I probably won't share. But down the line, you know, if we can help other people and like let them know that they're not alone, that we too experience certain hurdles and like struggles in our marriage. I'm definitely not here to paint a picture perfect life, like, absolutely not. And if we can help other people through our experiences, then why not? So this is the lip look, and I kind of like it. I don't know if I want to throw on a gloss. No, I'm not gonna throw on a gloss. I'm gonna leave like this. So that is all for today's video. This is the final makeup look, and I actually really like how it came out. These palettes are like, I'm really excited to do more with these eyeshadow palettes because there's so many variety, so many different colors that I really want to get into it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and if you guys have any other questions literally about anything, let me know, because we can do these pretty often, like just chatting with Chelli. Let me know, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.